Don't spare the nails, Riley. Don't spare the nails.
Okay,
I want the fence back the way it was.
Okay, I'll put it back. I don't see why you have to move anyway, Mr. Parker, after all the trouble I went to.
Well, I have no choice, Mr. Riley. After all, Mr. Teasdale is my employer, you know. Sometimes I wish he didn't have so much property. I no sooner get settled in one place than he sends me off to take care of another place.
Must be tough on your daughter, too, you know, changing schools all the time.
Oh, yes. Ginny does find it difficult making friends and changing schools all the time.
Yeah, I guess it's a pretty tough life being a caretaker. You can't call your life your own, can you, Mr. Parker?
Well, that's right. But then I'm used to it, you know.
Yeah, but it's
It ain't fair,
no,
Ralph.
it's not fair. It really isn't. No.
Ralph, put a nail right there, will
Yeah,
you,
I've got
please?
it right here. I'm
Put
putting
it in there, Ralph.
Okay. Say, Mr. Parker, why don't you quit?
Quit? Oh, Riley, that'd be out of the... Quit? Oh, I wouldn't know what... Quit?
Parker, we don't have to take this kind of treatment from Mr. Teasdale.
But Gillis, what if we don't?
Well, I'll say we don't.
I'll get a pen, Ralph.
Yeah, I got some paper in the house.
Okay.
But fellas, don't you think that we should... Riley, Gillis... Oh, dear. But, gentlemen, don't you think that I should really consider
Look,
this...
Mr. Parker, keep on going. You're doing great. Go ahead.
Yeah, go right ahead, Mr. Parker. And furthermore, I'm sick and tired of playing nursemaid.
Sick and tired of
Playing nursemaid to a bunch of lousy houses.
Lousy
Huh?
house. Oh, my house. Oh, but
And in conclusion, this is to notify you that this is the letter of resignation.
That's it. That's the kind of word.
the line.
This is to notify
you
that this is my letter
my letter
of resignation.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Power,
That's strong.
Of resignation.
Yeah, that's it. That ought to do it. Look, Mr. Parker, just sign it right there. Just sign
Sign
right
your name.
here. Sign it there.
Put your name there.
Right ahead. That's it.
My
Parker, see?
Parker. That's
No.
it.
Like that, you feel better already, don't
Sure,
you?
he feels better.
Sure, he does.
Well, it is a relief to know that I'll be able to stay in one place from now on.
Riley's too sweet a guy to be getting shoved around.
Certainly is.
Right, yeah.
I'm glad we did this for you. Real nice fella. You better send that special delivery.
Oh, yes, indeed, I will. The sooner Mr. Teasdale realizes that I mean business, the better.
Right.
Now you're talking. See, that's the way
Well,
to
I'll
go.
get it off right away.
Yeah,
I have some
you
shopping
go
to
ahead
do
and
anyhow,
walk it.
yes.
Yeah,
Look,
thank
when you come back, me and Riley are going to help you find a house in the neighborhood.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that'll be
we'll-
fine, and thank you, gentlemen.
You're all
I
right.
appreciate it.
Go right ahead with
We're watching out for you.
Huh? How about that, huh? Yeah, that Parker's a real sweet guy. I can't understand him letting that Teasdale push him around all these years, you know?
Well, you see, Riley, there are certain people that you meet that have to have someone standing over them all the time, telling them what to do.
That's right. I guess you might call it a sort of a weakness in their character.
That's
huh?
right,
Yeah,
Val.
that-
Val, I'd like you to go out and fix the fence now.
Yeah, I'll do it right away.
Fix the fence.
That poor Parker, letting that Teasdale tell him what to do all the time. That must have been murder.
Murder.
Oh, somebody hit the door. Oh, hello, Mr. Parker.
Oh, Parker.
I forgot the letter.
Oh, you forgot the letter. All the excitement.
Riley, would you go get the letter?
Yeah, I'll get it right
I
away.
tell you, I don't know what's the matter with my head. I really, in the excitement of it, I
Just forgot the letter.
There you are,
Thank
Mr.
you,
Parker.
Mr. Riley.
We
Thank
don't
you.
want to forget that.
No,
do
I'll
we?
mail it right away.
You go right
Thank
ahead, Mr. Parker. That's a real nice fella,
guy.
letting the people push him. What is it you wanted me to do?
I want you to fix the fence, Ralph.
Oh, yeah, right away.
Get it done,
I can't
Ralph.
put that- There we are. Good as new.
Jimsy, if you have nothing better to do, I'd like you to fix the cupboard door.
Hey, Ralph, I've been working all morning, and the minute I sit down to try and catch my breath, the slave driver's breathing down the back of my neck.
Working? What have you done?
That hole in the fence didn't fix itself.
Well, that's the way it goes, Gillis. You know, the minute a wife sees her husband sit down for 2 seconds, even after he's been... Wait a minute, I fixed that fence. You had nothing to do with it. You were sitting right there.
Cupboard door, okay, honey.
Mr. Parker gone home?
No, he just went down to the corner. Yeah.
He quit his job.
He did.
Gillis and I helped him write a letter of resignation.
Oh, Riley, you didn't.
Now, look, Peg, Teasdale has been pushing Parker around long enough. So Gillis and I had to put a stop to.
Oh, fine. I suppose the want ads are full of jobs for caretakers.
Look, Parker doesn't have to be a caretaker. He could be a,
Or he could,
No, he wouldn't want to be that, Ryle.
no, he might get maybe he could...
Poor man. Why, he's been with Mr. Teasdale for over 20 years.
That's right, he was in a rut.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't Mr. Parker's idea.
Of all the meddling,
Will you take it easy? We're going to get Parker a job.
I'll bet.
Sure, all we gotta do is call up Hank down at the plant. Cunningham is always taking on new men. Huh?
Ryle, why don't we parlay our good deed for the day?
Yeah.
Let's get Hank on the phone now, get the guy the job.
No
and
time
then
like
we'll
the
cut
present.
it
Come
out.
Hope we can get Hank home. Oh, say, as long as we're doing so much for Parker, don't you think it would be a good idea if we used his car to go to work? Huh?
Now your wheels are going good now. You know another thing
We
we
won't
can
have
do
to take the bus that way, you know? Oh, Hank, as Riley. Say, Hank, are you hiring workers down at the plant? You are? Well, good, Hank. Say, look, Hank, we got a neighbor, and he's very, what does he do? Oh, well, he's a skilled caretaker. He pulls weeds, he prunes roses. Yeah, well, I know that kind of skill isn't going to help him build airplanes, Hank, but, well, there must be something you have for him to do. A stock clerk in the storeroom? Oh, sure, he'd love that. Wouldn't you, Mr. Parker?
Riley's getting you a job.
Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, yeah, sure, he could start right away, sure.
Tell him that I pull weeds and prune roses, you know. I'm an expert on ranunculus.
What? How old is he? Well, I don't know. I'll ask him, Hank. Just a minute. How old are you, Mr. Parker?
67.
He's a young 67. Well, I know 65 is the age limit, Hank, but can't you make an exception? Yeah, you got no openings for vice presidents. I know, Hank, but wait. Hank, wait, don't...
I'm sorry, Mr. Parker.
Me too.
Well, what happened, please, gentlemen? What
You
happened?
just lost another job.
Oh,
Yeah, you should have hung out to the one you had,
Yeah.
Mr. Parker.
You know, resigning like that. Next time, don't be so hasty.
No.
well, I'm very sorry, really.
Yeah.
Should be, because...
You know, Ryle, what we ought to do, we ought to relax him a little bit in the backyard with the horseshoes.
You want to play a game of horseshoes?
Well, all right.
Take your
I
mind
don't
off.
mind.
This kind of thing will calm you down, Mr.
Well,
Parker.
I'm a little confused. You know,
Mr. Parker,
Yes.
did you ever think of going to night school, learn a trade or something?
Well, no, Riley. You see, when I was with Mr. Teasdale,
Yeah.
why, of course, he...
You should have never quit that job, Mr. Parker.
No, giving up a sure thing like that, I just don't understand you, Mr. Parker.
Mr. Parker,
oh, yes, Mrs. Riley?
Ginny brought this over for you.
Oh, a telegram for me? Oh, thank you very much. Well,
Maybe Hawkins changed his mind, huh?
What is it?
I can't understand why anyone would be sending me... Oh, my... Oh, this is for Mr. Teasdale, gentlemen.
Mr. Teasdale, what? He hasn't even had time to get your letter yet.
Oh, listen to this. This is wonderful news. Please ignore my earlier instructions in regards to moving. Have put on another man to take over other place and want you to remain where you are. Realize you must resent moving so often, so from now on we'll endeavor to keep you at present place. This is undoubtedly a surprise to you, but feel that your faithful service all these years deserves this consideration. Signed, Teasdale.
Mr. Parker, that's great.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
It couldn't happen to a nicer fella.
Isn't it
Mr.
wonderful?
Parker, it's
Wonderful.
terrific.
I'm kind of tired. Let's sit down, Ralph.
Oh,
I
I've
had a busy day, too.
Yeah, sit down.
This has been real busy.
Oh, well, it's all over now.
You know, gentlemen, if I may say so, you are my very dear friends.
Well, that's nice of you to say that, Mr.
Good luck.